Let's get into these baby boho locks. Yes, yes, yes. We're doing these today on Shiloh's Temples. So stay tuned to see how I did this. So for this style, I had some leftover hair from when I had some island twists, and it's Jamaican braid twist, and that is marley hair. And I used some edge booster, some white rubber bands, and also a bundle of deep curly hair. And you can use whatever bundles you have laying around. This is just one of them I had laying around. And what I did was cut off a little piece, maybe like a half an inch, to add to the ends, because I didn't cut it off the width. I just did not feel like doing all that, so I just cut a little piece just to add through the hair. I wanted to make this hairstyle quick and easy and seamless, and she's a baby. Well, she's 3, and kids do not like to sit for a long time. I took one of the strands of the marley hair and I cut it in half, and then I pulled that half and ripped it into 2 pieces, and that was the piece that I used to wrap the twist. So what I did here was I already have these parted out, and I have some of them braided down. So I use edge control on the roots of it, and I started off with a braid, and then I add in that little piece of hair. So for this style, I wanted it to kind of be like messy. I wasn't concerned with it being like extra neat, because they're kind of, I like when locks aren't as like just neat and structured. So sometimes that little piece on the weft, it may leave a little lump, but I'm not, that doesn't bother me. So I took a little piece out to have for like the boho type look in the front. I didn't do it all the way around. You can do that all the way around if you want to. I just did it in the front because I knew that I was going to put her hair up in 2 buns basically, and she's not wearing this down because it will just irritate her. So basically doing the same thing with the other one. So this time I'm going to braid the hair in, and I'm going to cut the little weft off after I get finished braiding it down, so that you can see when I wrap the hair how it looks, the difference that it looks, and it's not much of a difference. So, and I'm also taking a little piece out in the front as well to give like that boho type look. You can do that if you want, or if you don't have to. It's all up to you and your discretion. But I wanted that type of look. So I'm finished adding the hair and braiding it down. So I'm just going to cut that little piece off just so you can see the difference when I wrap the hair around, how it looks. So that one I'm going to cut off, so you can see one of them has like the little weft and one of it does not have the weft. It just all depends on what you like. So I'm going to take this little piece. I'm not like no pro boho lock person or anything like that. It's very, very basic. This is not a style that I intend to like last for months on her, but just, maybe like 6 weeks or something like that. So I'm not doing it like too tight or extra neat, because number one, I know that these type of styles, sometimes they can pull and it can be a lot of tension. So I wanted it to be pretty much like tension free. And then number 2, I'm not some master lock person or anything like that. So if you're not either, you can definitely do that. So when I'm wrapping the hair around, you want to make sure the little piece that you left out, you want to make sure that you don't wrap that in, that you pull that piece out and separate it and just put it to the side and just continue to wrap. And then you also, what you can do, I was just being lazy. I didn't braid her hair all the way down to the end, but you can braid the person's hair or your child's hair all the way down to the end so that it will fit, because I didn't want these to be like extra long locks, so it fit in the lock style that I actually want. So I just put her hair in half. Like I said, you can put a braid it all the way down to the end, and then flip it up if that works better for you. I just was being lazy. So this is the one that has the little piece that's cut, and I just want to continue to wrap it down to the end. And when I get to the end, I kind of wrapped upward a little bit, so it can stay. Now if you're gonna like leave this style in, or you want somebody to wear it down, you can use like nail glue to secure the ends. I didn't do all that. I just rubbed it together, and that pretty much secured it. And so you can see that's the one. And there was a little piece of like left hair sticking out, so I just cut that off. So this is the next one, and of course I left that little piece out, and this is the one that has the weft still on there. So I'm going to continue to wrap that down so that you can see the difference in the lock and what it looks like. So you can see this one is not as like structured. It looks a little bit more like messier a little bit, which I love. And you can see the little top part where the weft is, how I weaved over it, and I'm not bothered by it. So you can look at the difference, and you can pretty much pick and choose how you want to do it. And then I added some little white rubber bands in just for like a little look. And of course we oiled the scalp here because the scalp always needs some oil and not to be dry. And so this is what it looks like if you wanted to leave it down. Now, of course, you would have to dip this in hot water because it's just super stiff. Or put some mousse or something like that on there. Like I said, I'm not leaving hers down because she would just be irritated. So I'll put it in 2 buns, and I just wanted to show you how I put those 2 buns in. This style was inspired by, I saw a picture of Tiana Taylor's daughter, the youngest one. I cannot remember the baby's name, but she kind of had like these little boho locks. So this is my little rendition of that. So she's pretty much going to wear these 2 little buns for this style. I'm not going to put it out. Maybe I'll put it in one, but I'm just putting in like a little half bun, and I just want it to be kind of like a messy look. I don't want it to be like extra structured, and I'm just kind of just twisting in these little like curly pieces just to make it work. So the front 2 pieces that I left out are super stiff, so I dipped it in some hot water. Now if you do this, you want to be very, very careful dipping a baby's hair in hot water because you do not want to burn them, so be very careful if you do that. And I did put some mousse on the little curls too, and I also cut them because I don't want them to be super long because she's 3 years old and she does not need like hair down her back or anything like that. So I cut those pieces to what I would think is like a child appropriate length, and then that was pretty much it. And we were done probably in about like an hour or so. This wasn't like a super long style. It wasn't hard to do. So if you don't know how to do hair like that, this is easy for you to do for the summertime, and it's quick and easy. So make sure you guys follow Shiloh's Temple and like and subscribe to her page and try it out, and let me know how you like the hairstyle or how it lasted on your child, and how you did. And I'll see you guys later. Say bye, Shiloh.